Gentlemen, let us be honest. Cheating is one of the most painful betrayals a man can experience in a relationship. What makes it worse is not just the act itself, but the lies that lead up to it. Most men don't realize it, but before a woman cheats, she almost always starts building a web of little lies, excuses, stories, and justifications that sound harmless at first, but are actually red flags pointing toward infidelity. In this video, we're going to break down 4 common lies every woman tells before she cheats. The lies most men completely overlook until it's too late. We'll dig into female psychology, why these lies happen, and how to spot them before you get blindsided. So if you've ever felt like something was off in your relationship, but couldn't to put your finger on it, stay with me, because what you're about to hear might open your eyes forever. Why women lie before cheating. Before we get into the lies themselves, let's understand why women lie in the first place. Cheating is not usually something that happens out of the blue. For most women, it builds up over time. And before she physically cheats, she usually cheats emotionally, through attention, validation, or intimacy with another man. But here's the thing. Women know that cheating destroys trust. So before they step into that territory, they protect themselves with lies. These lies serve 3 purposes. 1. Cover-up, to hide suspicious behavior. 2. Justify, to convince themselves what they're doing isn't wrong. 3. Manipulate, to keep you calm, distracted, or guilty while they pull away. Now, let's break down the 4 most common lies women tell before cheating. Lie number 1. I just need some space. At first, this sounds innocent, even reasonable. Everyone needs personal space, right? But here's where men get it wrong. When a woman suddenly starts asking for space in a relationship, it is often not about needing alone time, it is about creating distance to test life without you. Here's what usually happens. She suddenly wants more nights out with friends. She spends long hours on her phone, away from you. She becomes irritated by your presence, claiming you're too much. The truth is, she's creating room for another man to step in. Space equals opportunity. Female psychology behind this lie. A woman tells this lie because she doesn't want to feel like the bad guy. Instead of admitting she's losing interest, she blames it on needing space. This way, if she cheats, she convinces herself it's not betrayal. It's just her exploring her freedom. What most men miss. Most men make the mistake of giving her exactly what she asked for, more space. But what they don't realize is that space is where emotional and physical cheating takes root. Lie number 2. He's just a friend. Gentlemen, this is the classic lie. The moment she tells you not to worry about another guy, that's exactly when you should start paying attention. When a woman is emotionally connecting with another man, she will downplay it. She'll laugh, joke, and say, "You're overthinking. You're being jealous. He's just a friend, nothing more." But here's the truth. If she feels the need to defend him so strongly, it's usually because there's more going on than she admits. Female psychology behind this lie. Women cheat emotionally before they cheat physically. And emotional affairs often start under the disguise of friendship. The reason she lies is because, deep down, she knows she's crossing a boundary. But she doesn't want you to see it. What most men miss. Men often feel insecure bringing it up, because society labels jealousy as weakness. But jealousy isn't always insecurity. Sometimes it's your intuition screaming that something is wrong. If her friend takes up more of her emotional energy than you do, that's not friendship anymore. It's a replacement. Lie number 3. I'm just tired. This lie usually comes up in the bedroom. She avoids intimacy, avoids affection, and when you ask why, she brushes it off with, "I'm just tired." Now, of course, people genuinely get tired sometimes, but when this excuse becomes a pattern, you need to look deeper. Female psychology behind this lie. When a woman is pulling away from physical intimacy with you, it's usually because her desire is being directed elsewhere. She may not have cheated yet, but in her mind, she's already disengaged from you. Tired becomes a safe excuse. It avoids confrontation while slowly killing the intimacy in your relationship. What most men miss. Most men accept this at face value and stop trying. They don't realize that a consistent lack of intimacy is often a sign that she's either emotionally checked out or physically giving her energy to someone else. Lie number 4. You're just being paranoid. This is the gaslighting lie. When you start to notice suspicious behavior, she's hiding her phone, going out more, changing her habits, you bring it up. Instead of explaining, she flips it back on you. "You're being paranoid. Why don't you trust me? You're crazy. Nothing's happening." This lie works because it makes you doubt yourself. Instead of focusing on her behavior, you start questioning your own sanity. Female psychology behind this lie. Gaslighting is a defense mechanism. By making you feel insecure, she takes the heat off herself. It's manipulation, keeping you on the defensive so she can continue her actions without being exposed. What most men miss, most men back off at this point, afraid of being labeled controlling or insecure. But this is the biggest mistake. If your instincts tell you something is wrong, don't ignore them. The very fact that she is dismissing your concerns instead of addressing them is a red flag in itself. How to spot these lies. Early. Now that we've covered the 4 lies, let's talk about spotting them before they escalate. Here are some signs. Her phone suddenly becomes private. Face down, password protected, always with her. Her schedule changes unexpectedly. She shows less patience and more irritation with you. She invests more in looking good when she goes out, but not for you. Individually, these things might mean nothing, but together, they create a pattern, a shift in behavior that usually points to divided attention. What to do? If you notice these lies, here's the truth, gentlemen. You can't control another person's loyalty, but you can control your response. If you start noticing these lies, here's what you should do. 1. Stay calm, not emotional. Don't beg, don't argue, don't accuse. Approach it logically. 2. Communicate directly. Ask honest, straightforward questions. See how she responds. 3. Trust patterns, not words. Pay attention to consistency. Actions always speak louder than excuses. 4. Respect yourself. If the lies pile up, you need to decide if this relationship is worth saving. Sometimes the most powerful move is walking away. The hard truth about female psychology and cheating. Here's the hard truth. Women don't just wake up and cheat. There's always a buildup, a shift in attention, emotional withdrawal, lies to cover it up. And while not every woman will cheat, the ones who do often follow the same script. If you learn to recognize the lies, you'll never be caught off guard. But here's where it gets deeper. Many men ignore these signs because they don't want to face reality. They'd rather believe the lies than deal with the truth. The strongest men are the ones who face the truth head-on, even when it hurts. So, gentlemen, those are the 4 lies every woman tells before she cheats. I just need some space. He's just a friend. I'm just tired. You're just being paranoid. Don't ignore these signs. Don't let your love for someone blind you to the truth. Trust your instincts, watch her actions, and always value yourself enough to walk away from dishonesty. Because at the end of the day, loyalty is a choice. And if she chooses lies over love, you deserve better. If you found this video eye-opening, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more insights into female psychology, and share this with a friend who might need to hear it. Stay sharp, stay aware, and most importantly, stay strong.